Welcome to Xinhua Live. This is Zhao Chenjie with Xinhua News Agency. We are now at a golden farmland in northwest China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. The summer harvest of the wheat across northern Xinjiang is in full swing. Thanks to the widespread applications of combined harvesters, harvest has become faster and more convenient. Today, we are going to see how large-scale farming works here. We could see the height of these wheats is like over my stomach. It's ripe. After the harvest, the grain will be processed into flour, further manufactured into fine dry noodles, and the golden field of wheat also attracts tourists to have a visit. A value chain integrating agricultural, manufacturing, and service has formed here. Currently, over 733,000 hectares of wheat have been harvested in Xinjiang. The wheat harvest progress has reached 60% in the region. The farmland stretches about 8 hectares. In the field, we can see a combined harvester moving this way. It combines several harvesting operations, including reaping, threshing, winnowing, and gathering in a single process. Gao Qi is a farming expert in the village. Let's talk to him and learn from his expertise. 高先生您好，能简要跟我们介绍一下村子目前的收割状况吗 ？Mr. Gao, nice to meet you, and would you please tell us the harvest condition in your village?
我们村呢有2300多公顷这个土地，全部都实现了这种的机械化作业。
The village has over 2,300 hectares of farmland. All of the harvest is conducted by mechanized machine.
节约种植呢更高效，也能提高产品的品质，还能增加农民的收入，对于抵抗市场风险呢也有一定的好处。
A collective operation is more efficient and guarantees better quality. Farmers here gain higher income, and large-scale farming has brought more resilience to farmers in the face of market risk.
我今年我务农呢，一年可能收入在15万左右，相比3年前呢，可能差不多翻了一番吧。
As for me, I earn over 150,000 yuan, or about more than 20,000 US dollars a year. Compared to 3 years ago, his income has doubled. Mr. Gao, would you please show us how the combined harvester operates? 高先生您好，能给我们讲讲这个联合收割机是如何运行的吗？
好。我们这台收割机呢，那个割台有12米宽，小麦呢通过这个播麦笼呢送入这个脱粒机。
Okay, we could see that far in the distance there is a combined harvester, and in front of it the red roller is called reel. The reel lifts wheat into a cutting platform, and after it will be further processed.
小麦进入这个脱粒机呢，通过高速旋转的那个拱筒，将籽粒和秸秆分离，然后呢，小麦籽粒就进入这个储存箱。
After the wheat is cut, the wheat will be lifted into a threshing drum. And through the threshing drum, the wheat, the grains, and the straws of the wheat will be separated.
这个储存箱的容积呢，差不多11吨，通过一个长长的管道就可以把它卸到大卡车上。这个过程差不多需要3分钟左右。
The wheat will be transferred into a storage bin. The storage bin has a capacity of over 11 tons, and through you could see that there is a long pipeline, and the pipeline will transfer the grains into a truck over there. it will be transferred in less than 3 minutes.
小麦收割机后面这个金色的灰尘呢，其实就是小麦的秸秆和碎叶。它们呢一部分用于翻入土壤呢，增加土地的肥力；一部分呢就是被用作动物饲料。
Okay, so we could see that there is a golden dust surrounding the harvester. It is actually some particles of the wheat leaves and some straws. They will be buried underground by machine to increase the fertility of the soil. Some others will be used to feed livestock. You see, the golden dust is all in the air. Wow. You see, that's a cutting platform, and the red pipe is a reel, and the long tube is this side. Long tube, you see, that part is connected to the truck, and the wheat is cut like this. Okay. Thanks for your sharing. It's very impressive. 高先生，非常感谢您的分享，非常的精彩。So he gave us an impressive sharing, and now let's get a general picture from our expert. 于建新 is the director of Agro-Tech Promotion Center of this county, and let's hear from him to get a general picture of the agriculture development here. 能麻烦您给我们讲一讲你们县的夏收的农业的整体发展状况吗 ？Mr. Yu, would you please give us a general information about your county's harvest and agriculture development?
好的，我们县呢是农业大县，也是小麦种植大县。每年的耕种面积呢是12万公顷，其中种植小麦呢就是6.1万公顷。
Okay, Mr. Yu just told us that this county is a wheat production base. It has an arable land of over 120,000 hectares.
2022年全县农业生产总值呢近40亿元，同期增长5.9%。
The total agriculture output in this county reaches 4 billion yuan, or $553 million US dollars. It is an increase of 5.9% year on year.
随着我们县土地规模化的推进和两种养法的推广，去年我们县小麦每公斤平均产量是6170公斤，经过测算，今年将增加至6860公斤。有些种植能手的每公斤产出能够达到12000公斤。
Okay, the average yield of wheat last year was about 6.2 tons per hectares. With the promotion of fine breeds and scientific management methods, they estimated that the yield this year will reach 6.8 tons per hectares. Well, as for some local planting experts, their per hectare yield of wheat can even reach 12 tons a year.
我们县农业部门不断引导农民种植产量高、品质优的小麦新品种，并且推广先进农业农机技术。
Okay, the agricultural authorities and his center guides the farmers to plant more seeds with high quality breeds and introduce them agricultural technology and agricultural machine to the farmers.
小麦两种化率达到98%，种子实现100%包衣。
The high quality seeds are fully applied in his county, and all of the seeds are with seeds coating.
节水滴灌及水肥一体化应用率100%，一盆三放技术覆盖率100%，宽栽行精量导航播种和化肥农药双减有序推进，耕种管收全部实现机械化作业，特别是收获过程中，小麦的籽粒损耗不到1%。
You see, in this county, there is the drip irrigation belt covers almost all the farmland, and the fertilizers are injected into this drip irrigation belt to nurture the wheat. Meanwhile, he said that the wheat is planted through high precision methods. You see that every 3 rows here, their distance, their interval is narrow, but here it becomes wider, so to make farmers convenient to work on it. And the precision also makes farming and irrigations more precise. Meanwhile, the mechanization rate is the high-level mechanization is not only for harvest, but also for the planting and the management of the farmland. And as a result, in the farming, the residue, the loss of the wheat is less than 1%. What measures have you taken to encourage farmers to plant wheat and to guarantee the food security of your county? 于主任您好，能给我们讲一下您这边做了哪些措施，来保障农民的种粮积极性，并确保这个粮食安全呢？
农民每种1公斤小麦，我们给他们呢发放呢大约是3450元的耕地地理补贴，来提高他们的呢种植小麦的积极性。这个呢是今年6、7月份发放的。
Okay, he has just told us that for every hectare the farmer plants, the government will give them a subsidy of 3,450 yuan, or some like $500 to encourage them to plant wheat. And the subsidy is allocated to them last month and this month.
另外呢，我们给小麦地调配更多的灌水，尽量满足呢种植小麦的这个对灌水的需要。
Okay, the wheat field is allocated with more water resources to ensure that they have enough irrigation water. 还有吗？
这个还有呢，就是我们如果一个乡镇小麦播种面积达到了3333公顷，每公顷的产量达到6300公斤，那么呢，我们会给他们提供50万元的奖励。那么这个同时呢，我们也会给这个产量粮食产出较高的村呢给予同样奖励。
Okay, for townships that if it's wheat farmland is more than like 3,333 hectares, and their per capita output is like more than 6.3 tons. The government will give them a subsidy of 500,000 yuan. The similar situation is also applied for those villages that have high output of wheat. Thank you, Mr. Yu. It's very impressive for your sharing. 好的，谢谢您，于主任，您的分享非常精彩。Now we could see that we have a picture of the harvest. Actually, with the help of the mechanization, farming technologies, machines, farmers are empowered and are relieved from laborious works. Now, let's have another picture of the village to learn about its manufacturing and how its industrial value chain is lengthened, because these grains will be further produced into flour and noodles. So, let's have a look at the factory. Currently, over 18,000 wheat combined harvesters have been in operation in Xinjiang, and the mechanized harvesting rate has exceeded 99%. According to Xinjiang's Agricultural and Rural Affairs Department, this year's per capita yield and quality have seen an improvement. Now, on my right side is a mill. It produces the wheat into flour with a yearly production capacity of over 70,000 tons. And behind me is a noodle factory. It further manufactures the flour into noodles. And I have wear this white coat to enter the workshop. And there is the head of the factory, Wang Jiakui. He will show us to the detailed operation. 王先生您好。您能带我们参观一下，就是说是这个生产车间吗 ？Mr. Wang, would you please show us how the noodles are manufactured in the workshop?
可以。
Okay, he said yes, so let's go. So, we have entered the dressing room, but we have already put it on, so that's okay. And we officially enter inside. 王先生您好，能告诉我们一下这是什么机器吗 ？Mr. Wang, would you please tell us what machine is this?
这是我们的和面机。
Okay, it is a machine kneading the noodle.
面和好，醒发半个小时，再把它放出来。
After the flour is kneaded, the factory let it to rise, and it's rising here.
放到这个里面，用压烟机一道一道压烟机压上过。
The rice dough will be compressed here. And it's a quite long queue. But gradually, it has become smaller and smaller. 它是越来越小了，对吧？
压过来越来越小，越来越小。
Smaller and smaller. Okay, here, in this machine, it is separated into 4 strips.
从这分开过去，它就盘4个盆子，盘4盆。
Next, it girdle in the basin like a snake. Here.
再把它放到这个醒发架子上，再让它醒上半个小时。
After it's fall in the basin, it is again put it here to let it rise.
再放到这台机器上，再往细里拉一遍。
So this machine even makes the strips more thinner. And again, it will circle like a snake in the basin.
从这拉完再放这个架子上，再醒半个小时。
Rise again. This is 人放上去的吗? Is it people put it on the machine? Oh, Mr. Wang just said people put it here. And gradually, it is once again stretched and becomes thinner. 那个是什么东西啊？这一块儿。 这一块儿。
这是盘干的，
哦。
盘条机。
Oh, on these two sticks, noodles are noodles are put on these two sticks.
从这盘好放车里面再醒发半个多小时。
Here is another place to let the noodle rise. Okay. 那么我们接下来是不是就要去晾面的地方了？
啊。
Now, are we going to the place where to dry the noodles, the drying room? Mr. Wang will introduce us there. 它一般晾面需要多久呀？ How long does it take to dry the noodles?
一般情况下最少得14个小时才能把面晾干。
Oh, he says that those noodles need to be dry here for 14 hours. 那么就是在它们晾干之后，我们会怎么处理它呢？
晾干之后，我们用那个切面机把它切成那个需要的尺寸，再把它分割开，再装包装。
Okay, he just told us that after the noodles are dried, they will be cut according to the needs of the size of the order. And after the noodles are in the design size, they will be packed. Okay, maybe we'll get a more direct show of how are these noodles are cut.
现在我们的工人就开始卸面了，卸了就往开始切了。
Okay. Now workers will put these noodles down and cut them. Let's have a close look here. 哦，这个面有多长呀？
现在有2.45米。
Okay, I just asked Mr. Wang how long is the noodles. He said it's over like 2 meters long. So this is the cutting machine. I just asked Mr. Wang. He told us that these noodles are dried since 4 p.m. yesterday, and now after a long period, they are ready to be cut. Well, despite there are some residues, but most of the noodles are eating. So the machine works. Wow, it cuts. 像现在这一根面有多长呀？大概
19公分6，
16公分。
19.6。
哦，19.6公分。Okay, Mr. Wang says that now these noodles are cut into about 20 centimeters long, and this is their product. Okay, thanks for your sharing, Mr. Wang. 谢谢王先生，您的分享。The vitality in Xinjiang summer harvest has offered a glimpse of China's endeavor to safeguard its own rice bowl. With technologies, mechanizations, and policy supports, farming has become more efficient here. That's all for today's Xinhua Lives. Thanks for your watching and see you next time.